Hello guys, how are you? There has been a lot going on and it's sickening. I have been enjoying my past couple days. Just yesterday I got my James Charles merch and I've been just living in it. Over the night last night I have found a whole bunch of stuff about people either being transphobic or just hurting people. This world is just terrorizing into complete shit. I want to talk with you guys a little bit about what is going on. This world's crazy. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in.
Sis, you bang on, Bentley tints on, Fendi prints on, Ayoa Ben North, Valda Bancroft, Take Totally, drop the.
What all has been going on? 2020 has been a fucked up year. Over the years of me being on YouTube, me being on Instagram and talking, I think that this is the worst year there possibly could have been. I'm already crying. This year is the most fucked up year that's ever been brought up. I may look good on camera. I may look okay on Instagram. I am okay. I'm good. I'm living. I don't have depression. I did. I am diagnosed with it, but I haven't really had it recently. But what's going on to other people is really hurting me. Number one, 2020 started January, February, even into March. People are making fun of the coronavirus, blah, 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 making videos about it, making fun of it, just acting like it's just a total fucking joke. And I'm just thinking to myself, what if this would change the world? You're sitting here making fun of people all because they have the coronavirus. So, we get to 2020. Corona gets deadly. It gets shared into everybody. And the cases just go up and up and up. They're still rising. I can't take myself seriously. Wow. So, Corona comes in and just ruins everything. It ruins everything for us. In all means. And that was the first thing. I mean, it shut down places. We have to wear these face coverings that are really annoying. And just so much more stuff. It's just crazy. And we have to deal with it. All started in March. Stay-at-home order, face covering mandate, closing businesses down. It's just fucking nuts. So, after that, we go in and it's just like that really only thing that's crazy. Then we go in to deep into the coronavirus. Then we move on from that and it's the Black Lives Matter movement. It's crazy. I accept all people, no matter what gender, size, weight, height, what color they are. We all are the same. We all bleed the same. People are getting discriminated over their color. I mean, imagine, like, I'm not a colored person, so I wouldn't know how it feels. But really I am, because we're all the same, but I'm not being discriminated. And I know it's 100% different for people of color, because they're actually feeling they're coming towards them. I'm here, I could imagine how it feels, but I don't actually know how it feels to say, oh, I don't like you because you're like this. And for it to go crazy worldwide, and I'm thinking to myself, people actually hate me because of my skin tone? Black Lives Matter movement comes in. I agree with the Black Lives Matter. I agree with the White Lives Matter. But I think we're going too deep we're putting that everywhere. It's good to put it around, but I think instead of just Black Lives Matter, we should do All Lives Matter. I totally like anybody. Like, I don't care what color you are, but I feel like Black Lives Matter is just like, it gets people confused. Cause some people think, oh, Black Lives Matter. Well, now they're just saying that Black people matter and I don't matter because I'm white or I'm whatever color. No, everybody matters, but some people are getting confused and they're not understanding it. And it's just like, that's why I think it should be Black Lives Matter too, and not just Black Lives Matter. And it should just really be All Lives Matter, because we all matter. There shouldn't be no name around it. So, you know, but then we got into that part, and we're discriminating people over their race. And what really pisses me off, it really gets to me. I'm gonna go over that at the end. That's the last, and this happened. It just happened either a few days ago or something like that. So then Nikki Tutorials, one of my favorite people to watch on YouTube. She is transgender. I am transgender. She is transgender, and I was shook when I heard it. She was in her house, held at gunpoint in a robbery. I mean, could you imagine all this stuff happening if I was that person? Imagine about this corona. Okay, we are all dealing with this. We're all in this together. Imagine if you're a person of color and you're getting discriminated now in your color and you can't even leave your house. You had to wear a face mask and all that shit over corona. Then imagine you get your house robbed and you're at gunpoint, literal gunpoint. Someone's pointing a gun at you. And then imagine that you're transgender on top of all of that and you're discriminated on that. Imagine that. This girl eating the doll and some of her other friends. Maybe it wasn't. No, I think it was eating the doll. Yeah, it was. And her two other friends, they were all beaten and robbed by these men that were just running around on it's crazy. They were just all because they were transgender. The guy, one of them threw something at her head and she was knocked out and she was passed out, and they're sitting there preaching Black Lives Matter. And she's like, okay, Black Lives Matter, but you just hit a woman. You're black, okay? But you just hit my friend who's a black woman, and she's on the ground. She's not a woman, she's a man. I don't care. What does that matter if someone's a woman or a man?
Is that it? I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting a little tired of the pop music.
And people are just so transphobic. People are just literally transphobic. It's not okay. And she ended up going into the hospital. Her two friends are in the hospital. She was robbed. The one stole her phone. And then she gave them $80 in cash to get her phone back because none of her pictures were backed up in anything. So she already bought her phone. Then she had to give the guy $80 for her phone back. And then I think he took her phone again and he smashed her phone or something, or else the other person, he smashed one of her other phones. There was like four of them. It was in the middle of Hollywood, and people were just driving on the road like, oh, who really cares? I would have got out of my car and I would have fucking fought them motherfuckers up. I don't understand it. Like, leave people alone. It's not okay. It's literally not okay. Transgender lives matter. Gay lives matter. Lesbian lives matter. Straight lives matter. Black lives matter. White lives matter. All lives matter. All lives matter. Doesn't matter who you are. You matter. You're on this earth for a reason. It is sickening that in this type of world we have this kind of volatile strength back to the stuff. I mean, all lives matter. It's okay. I mean, what does it matter to you if someone's gay? Leave them the fuck alone. Go get a goddamn job. I mean, literally, all because you're upset because someone's transgender or they're gay or something and they're on YouTube and they're making money and they're a good person. Work your ass off. We work our asks off. We come out, we work our ass off to come out to everybody in our family and say, you know, I'm transgender. Who half the family never accepts you. We work our ass off on YouTube. We work our asses off in our real jobs and we make our money. No, instead you're running around stealing other people's money, videoing it because it's so funny to you. Not okay. It's not okay. It will never be okay. It is something that never should be okay. But to some people it is okay. It's okay to judge people on that. And what pisses me off is we all can run around on the street saying Black Lives Matter. Of course they matter. We're running around with them signs, but we can't have the same people running around saying transgender lives matter. And pride lives matter. LGBTQ lives matter. We all matter, but we have to go out and say it. Black people matter. Latina people matter. Mexican, Canadian, Italian, everybody. I'm not going to sit here and name everybody off because we all just matter. It's simple as that. We all matter. We all are here. We're all here for a reason. We're all on Earth. People don't get that though. If you don't support somebody because they're gay or they're transgender, fine. That's your own thing. But leave them the fuck alone. By you bothering them, that's doing nothing. If you hate me because I'm transgender, good. Leave my channel, ignore me, don't go on my social media, feel free to block me, and just never look at me ever again. It is that simple. But no, instead we have to assault people. Now, back on Nikki Tutorial, she just posted a video if you'd like to check it out. I will leave a link to Nikki Tutorial's video down below. It's just called I'm Okay. Makeup is one of her favorite things to do to make her feel better. It just takes everything away. And that's something that takes all of my pain away, is my makeup. And my nails. And coffee. That's something that just takes all my depression, all of everything away. And going out somewhere especially. It's hard to do that now. But that is something that I love to do. That's something that I just get my mind off of everything. So just know who's there, know who you're judging, and know who is there for you. Because we all need to be there. It's literally heartbreaking.
It was nice to know ya.
Tutorial. She made a new video saying I'm okay. And she did some makeup. She unboxed a Barbie. And she shook up you put water in the Barbie and it's covered in pink paint, and you shake up your Barbie in this little container, and then it takes off all the pink paint, like a pinkety drinkety, and then you take it and you take on and you just look at it and you can create a little Barbie character. And she created her own self from her Barbie character with her own makeup to match the Barbie character, shoes, hair, everything to match the Barbie character. It was so cute. And it's like that little Barbie was her little sister, and it was amazing to watch. It was really, really cute, and it just really took our mind off things. So that is what we just need to do. We just need to not take our mind off stuff, because this is really important. Transgender lives matter. There's no reason we should be running around in Hollywood with all the corona going around, running around without a mask on, acting like an idiot, and saying that, bitching at these women that they're idiots and they're transgender, calling them men and they're faggots, and then really sitting there and you're like, you guys don't even care about the coronavirus. You motherfuckers weren't even wearing a goddamn mask out in public. If you're not gonna wear a mask, that's fine. I'm not gonna judge you on that, because I feel we all have a freedom. We should not all have to wear a face covering. But it's something that's gonna really help in this world, is wearing a face mask. But if you don't wear one, no problem. You know, but then you're gonna sit there and you're gonna bitch people about them sharing the virus and they're doing this. No. You took no safety precautions. You're not wearing a mask, and instead you just wanna fucking fool around by taking somebody's purse and throwing their purse around, throwing it to other people across the street, throwing scooters at these women and hitting them in the legs, hitting them in the shin, and just being disrespectful because they're transgender and you're unhappy because you're not like them at all. It's not okay. It would never ever be okay. What we need is someone to stand up for this. And I'm sorry, but the president that's in right now is not good. Either is Joe Biden. And this world is just really falling apart. I feel Donald Trump has done a half of a good job. I don't know what to say. A lot of things Trump has done a good job on. The other half of things Trump has not done a good job on. Who makes a Medicare plan and only allows people that are not LGBTQ to not, anybody who's LGBTQ cannot be on the Medicare plan? How is that okay? We need somebody to stand up for our nation, number one. That's not Joe. Joe, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that because he's Democratic. I'm not saying that because he's not a Republican. I'm not saying that about Trump because he is Republican. I am a mix. I like both people, Democratic and Republican people. I feel that the Republicans need to really accept LGBTQ a lot more, and Democrats just need to think about their choices a little bit more. Joe Biden is just not the person for America. I don't think Donald Trump really is either, unless he really changes some plans and does some work. Joe Biden does not even know how to talk. I'm sorry to say. He was on his one protest, or not run to protest, his little speech, and he couldn't even yeah, you know what, yeah, that, yeah. Acting like he couldn't even say the word, which he couldn't, but he then said, oh yeah, you know what, yeah, that. Like, he really meant that. And other stuff, and he couldn't even pass like a test that someone gave him that the other presidents could pass. He's just not good for America. Joe Biden is just not the choice. He's just too old, and he has Alzheimer's disease, and he's just not really here. He's, it's not his fault, but he's just not, he's out of the world, He's trying to be a president, he's trying to think correctly, but he's out of the world. He can't really think that well, We need someone younger than him that can really rule the country and really knows how to do something and bring back LGBTQ rights, because we all deserve to be who we want to be, no matter what. So that is that on the presidential thing. What doesn't make sense to me is the Democrats are the biggest people to try to stay safe over this coronavirus, but yet they hold the big Democratic convention last night at the big place. Hundreds and hundreds of people came to the Democratic convention. I didn't see any masks, no 6-foot distance. I didn't see anybody washing their hands, nothing. Hand sanitizer, nothing. I don't know if they were old pictures, but they said 2020 Democratic convention, and there were pictures on there, and it was Joe Biden and a whole bunch of other different people. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we need to come together as this nation, save this nation, number one. Number two, keep that nation. Number three, allow LGBTQ people to be who they want to be and allow their rights. Number four, get people who aren't supposed to be in here out of this country. Now, not saying that because anybody's Mexican or anything like that. I'm saying people that are coming in here illegally. They are allowed to come in here. Of course they are. I would love for them to come here. I love Mexican people and Spanish and all kinds of other stuff. My grandfather had a whole bunch of those kind of people, Puerto Rican, Italian, and Mexican down at his old work, and I love talking to them. They teach me tons of Spanish, tons of Mexican, Italiano, Spanish, tons of Puerto Rican, tons of Puerto Rican meals and tons of Puerto Rican stuff and tons of Italian language, and it was really cool to learn about and really just talk about. So of course you're allowed here, but when you're coming in and you have everything just given to you, it's not okay. We are working for our stuff and we're paying these taxes, these high taxes bills, and then we have people just coming in here not paying any kind of tax money and living free off our systems and just have brand new cars and brand new this and brand new that. It's not fair. So of course they're allowed here, but there's consequences. And we need somebody for LGBTQ rights to allow people that are LGBTQ to get them their rights back. Because we're allowed to be here. We're allowed to be who we want to be. The Supreme Court made that decision years ago, June 20th or something like that. June 20th, 5th, or 24th, or 23rd, or something like that. So, that's that. We need our LGBTQ rights back, and we need somebody who can rule this nation the correct way and the right way. So, anyway guys, but that is that. So, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys really learned something and just really learn to take, us as people for who they are, and just we gotta stop the riots and the looting and all of the robberies going on and everything else. So Anyway, guys, I love you. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.
Okay guys, enjoy the outro. It is a long outro full of James Charles and his best friend Anthony Gargiulo and the Lopez brothers. Enjoy the music and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.
Let's get naughtier. Let's get naughtier.
One bad bitch and she do it, I say so. 2 big 40s and a big ass Draco. 3 more millions and you ask how my day goes. Put up a 4
Did
another
a full 180.
Is it
Crazy.